What if I told you that in 2025 you can study in the USA with no IELTS, no application fee, no test scores, and even with unofficial transcripts? And here's the best part. These are 4 prestigious US universities that also offer global and merit-based scholarships for international students. Welcome back, my lovely friends, and thank you for always clicking that play button whenever I share a new video. And if you are new to this channel, thank you for dropping by. I love you. This may sound too good to be true, but stay with me because I'm about to walk you through exactly how to make this opportunity yours, step by step. So come along with me.
Welcome to Tulane University. Tulane University is the first university on our list that we are going to be looking at that you do not need to pay for an application fee. You do not require any standardized tests, no IELTS or TOEFL, and also there are scholarships available. But in this video, I'm not going to be looking at the scholarships. I will just put you through those universities to let you know that you can apply without IELTS, TOEFL, and also you do not have to pay an application fee, but make sure that you go and check them individually so that you can take advantage of the scholarships that they offer. Tulane University has an acceptance rate of 14%, and this is because it is a very competitive university. It is located in Louisiana and is a top-tier university. Tulane University offers a global scholarship for international students, so you could take advantage of that. Now, I would put you through their master's and PhD programs, their graduate programs that you could apply for without an application fee, and also it is done completely online. So let's get started. So we are on the applications for admissions on Tulane University. So we'll go straight down here. You can see application fees. We do not charge application fees for PhD programs, MS programs, or graduate certificate programs. For all programs, you must have earned your bachelor's degree prior to applying to the graduate program. So what are the necessary documentations that you require before applying? Now you need to also click on this view graduate program application deadlines to get information on current open application deadline information. So let's look at what you need. First of all, you require a personal statement. All of the graduate applications for the School of Science and Engineering require a personal statement. Please read the prompt provided within the application before writing your personal statement. So it's important that you go through so you could also know what is required of you in the personal statement, because the personal statement is where you get to sell yourself, and that determines the outcome of your application. Then number 2, you require references or recommenders, so recommendation letters. All applications require you to provide information for your references. Make sure that you have the correct contact information for each of your references. So make sure you do not provide an incorrect email address for your references, as this will delay your application form from being reviewed by the admissions committee. Recommendation letters should be sent directly from the reference using the special link that is provided for them within the SLATE application. If a reference is having an issue connecting to SLATE using their special link and uploading their recommendation letter, they can contact this email address. Then the third one is the third point. You require to submit a transcript. Student copies, unofficial copies of your transcript are acceptable during the application process. If admitted into the program, then an official transcript must be received by the dean's office. So you are good to submit an unofficial transcript when applying. So you can submit an unofficial transcript when applying. The GRE, the School of Science and Engineering, does not require GRE scores in order for you to submit your application for review by the department. So if you do not have this GRE, which is a standardized test scores, please you can go ahead and apply. But if you do have it, so if you have taken the GRE, please include the score on your application. So it is optional. Then you can go ahead to read all the common questions. I wouldn't be taking all of them now, so we can move ahead to our next university. But you see, I'm gonna read this one that says, do I need to take the TOEFL or IELTS? These test score reports are optional. So that's good, right? You do not need to submit them. They are optional. If you do not have a test score, please include in your personal statement how you meet the ESL proficiency requirement. So if you do not have any TOEFL or IELTS score, in your personal statement you can state that you studied or your language of instruction was in English, or you could also get a letter from your university or your institution that states that you were taught in English. Okay, so that would also help, an official letter from your university stating that your language of instruction was in English. So that's another way that you can prove that you meet the proficiency requirement without writing the TOEFL or IELTS. So go ahead and read all of this. The deadline for the application. If you have any questions or problem with the admission process, please contact this sigrid@tulane.edu, right? And they will be happy to answer everything. Submit your application online. Application is online. All admission decision will be made through the application status portal. So if you click on here, it will take you to the portal. Seattle University is a private university located in Seattle, Washington, United States. This is a prestigious university with an acceptance rate of 85%. We are going to be looking at the graduate application process and applying as an international student into this beautiful university located in Seattle. So come along with me. We are on the International Graduate Admissions page. So let's go through the transcript, CEO admission requirements, transcript and degree certificates. We will assume responsibility for an evaluation of required academic records for applicants for completed coursework outside of the United States. The evaluation is not an English translation of the academic records, but a separate document determining if the degree received outside the US is equivalent to a US degree and the GPA is calculated. So they will be the one to carry out the evaluation process of your transcript. You do not have to do that yourself. An official original set of transcript, degree certificates, and graduate certificate must be submitted to Seattle University upon admission. So let's go to the proof of English. Applicants from whom English is a non-native language must demonstrate English proficiency regardless of English language studies, academic history, residence in the United States, or an English-speaking country. English proficiency may be met with a test of English as a foreign language, which is TOEFL, the International English Language Testing System, which is the IELTS, and the Pearson or Duolingo score. So these are the standardized tests that they accept. Graduate and post-baccalaureate applicants who received a baccalaureate degree or higher from Seattle University or recognized college or university in the United States, Canada, Great Britain, Ireland, New Zealand, Australia, Bahamas, Jamaica, Kenya, Singapore, Belize, Nigeria, and Trinidad and Tobago will not be required to submit English proficiency test scores. So if your country is listed among these ones, congratulations. And I think I have some of you here, my wonderful viewers. So you are not required to submit any test. Seattle University maintains the right to require English proficiency tests when deemed necessary. Now, if your country isn't listed here, that's not a problem at all. You can request for a letter or proficiency letter from your university to Seattle University if you were taught in English. So if your language of instruction was in English, you could request a letter from university. So exactly what I said, students earning a degree in a country other than those listed above may provide official documentation from the degree granting institution verifying that all instruction was in English. A minimum of 3 years of enrollment at the university is required. So that's what I just explained. Applications to master's programs and PhD programs in Seattle University is free. It's zero application, so you do not have to pay any application fee during the application process. Loyola University is a private research university in the United States, and it is one of the largest Catholic universities in the United States with an acceptance rate of 79%. And this university has got no application fee. This is the undergraduate students page for Loyola University. So let's look at what the guidelines entails for applying for this university. Submitting an application, your students are able to apply to Loyola using our online application as well as the Common App. You can apply via the Common App or the online application here. If you click on this link, it will take you to the university online application page, and if you click on here, it will take you to the Common App. If you are registered already, you can just log in. If you haven't created an account, you can just create one. So materials such as official transcripts and recommendations later may be sent electronically at this email. Recommendation letters are not really compulsory, but if you do have it, you could submit it. Loyola is now test optional. You can see that, so you do not need a standardized test like the IELTS, the TOEFL, Pearson, or SAT. So if you do have a test score, you could submit it, but if you do not have, there's nothing to worry because it is optional. Loyola operates on a rolling admission basis, so this simply means that there is an admission process that goes on all through the year. So you can see that they accept transfer applications, no personal essay required first year students. You see that they accept self-reported test scores first year, but if you do not have, it's optional. See, it's optional, flexible. Charges no application fee for transfer students, charges no application fee for freshman students. All right, no letter of recommendation required. Remember, I mentioned that, so I just wanted you to see that as transfer students, no recommendation letter, no test, it is optional, no TOEFL, no IELTS, no SAT, then no application fee as well for first year students. I just wanted you to see all of that in the Common Apps. Now this is the graduate admission for Loyola, and these are step by step. You can see step by step applying for graduate or professional study for Loyola. Now, number one, you need to find your right fit program. Use the program finder. If you click on this program finder, it will take you to where you could apply for your particular program of study. Then also you can go to the next step where you check your individual program requirement, because each program have their specific requirement for that particular course. Then you fill out and submit your application online. You start your application here. If you click on this link, it will take you to the place where you can start your application. Then the step 4, you just go through this and see how to check your application status after you have applied. You can log into your application status page and you can just track your application. Then step 5, you have financial aid options where you can apply for scholarships and grants. If you click on this link, it will show you the page you can apply for scholarship and financial aid. So the admission requirements, each professional schooling program has its own policies. Now please check each program page for more detailed information. This is the graduate program admission requirement. So you can fill out and submit your application online. There is no fee to apply to graduate programs. You can see that. So there is no fees. It's bold in here. there is no fee to apply to graduate programs, and you do not have to finish your application all at once. You can start and save your information and log in later to finish using your email address and password. So when you start your application, you can just log in to the portal and log out and return back to it when you are ready to continue. So you also have your official transcript. Applicants must submit official transcript from all institutions attended. Official transcripts are those that are sent directly by the college or university to Loyola University. So your university or your college will send your transcripts to Loyola, so you do not have to send that in person. Transcript to US educational credentials sent by the student to Loyola are considered unofficial documents, and while they may be utilized for initial review of your application, official transcripts are still required. Official documents should be sent by the institution to this email address. So if you have not received your official transcript yet, you can send an unofficial transcript. That's you sending it to Loyola, but that doesn't undermine the fact that your university would also send your transcripts. If you have non-US educational credentials, you must complete a transcript evaluation. This is required before your application can be reviewed. Please note that unofficial transcript will not be accepted for international applicants. So, international applicants, which I suppose you are, you are not going to submit unofficial transcripts. You can only submit official transcripts. So you can click on this link to take you to the international applicant requirements for more information.
St. Louis University is a private research university in St. Louis, United States, and this is one of the second oldest university in the United States with an acceptance rate of 85%. That is fantastic. So this university is happy to take in international students, and they do not require any application fee. You could apply without an application fee, and also you do not require recommendation letters for undergraduate students. So let's look at what the application process is for both undergraduate students and graduate students. So this is the page for the undergraduate application for St. Louis University. So international student admission. Let's look at what the steps to applying to SLU international students. So you can see that there are 4 steps. Step 1, you have to complete an online application. If you click on this drop down arrow, it will show you how to go about that. The online application will ask about your educational background and citizenship to help determine your eligibility. So you need to click on this and it will take you to the page where you can apply online. You can also apply through the Common app as well. Step 2, you need to send in your academic records. Click on the drop down arrow and make sure that you read all that is required of you. Step 3, you need to submit proof of English language. Now I know you'll be like, oh, but there's not supposed to be no English language proficiency. Okay, we'll get there. Then step 4, recommended items. You click on that and it will show you. So what I want to show you here is that you can have an English proficiency waiver. So let's click on this place, it will take us there. So do you see that we are on the English language proficiency, and you could see that there are some students who are exempted from submitting an English language test. So do not fret. Contrary of citizenship. Now, international applicants who are citizens of the English speaking countries listed below are not, did you see that? Are not required to submit proof of English language proficiency to complete their application for admission. So I told you not to worry, you can trust me. So you can see, so if you are from any of these countries, Anguilla, Barbuda, Bahamas, just check that your country is here, Botswana, Bermuda. Let me go to the countries where I have my beautiful audiences. We've got Ghana, we've got Gambia. If you're from Jamaica, you're from Kenya, if you're from Liberia, you are eligible. You do not need to tender any English test.
You're from Nigeria, Rwanda, you can say all of that, Sierra Leone. So you can see that you do not need to submit any English proficiency test. And here's the graduate admissions. Now go straight to the FAQ section. How much is the graduate application fee to St. Louis University? If you click on this drop down arrow, SLU application portal does not require an application fee. This is the portal. So if you click on that, it will take you to the portal where you could apply. So you can see does not require an application fee. So this is the graduate program. It doesn't require any application fee. The transcript. Can I apply to a graduate program with unofficial copies of university transcripts or GRE scores? You click on that. Some graduate programs will review applications for admissions with unofficial transcripts. So you could apply with unofficial transcript. And I tell you, this is fabulous because a lot of universities would require your official transcripts. Tuition and financial aid, it is available here. If you click on that, it will take you to the page where you can apply. We have come to the end of today's presentation. If you found value in this video, don't stop here. Make sure you watch the next video that will be showing on your screen, where I break down how to find over 500 guaranteed scholarships in the USA with a step-by-step guide. Also, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're not yet a member of this beautiful family. What are you waiting for? Hit on that notification bell so that you will always be the first person to get notified whenever I share a new video. And also, do not forget to subscribe to my Telegram channel for real-time scholarship updates. Follow me on my social media handles on Instagram, where I share daily tips on how to get scholarships, and also on TikTok, where I bring you scholarship updates that do not make it to this YouTube channel. And if you get selected for this opportunity, please let me know. I absolutely love hearing your testimonies because that's what this channel is all about. Until next time, think big, think success.